Hi, class. First screencastify for you guys this year. Please, any feedback on things I could improve, any problems with it, please get back to me. First time. These will be published to a YouTube channel. You'll see the link embedded in your agenda. All right, our first assignment, I'll admit it's a pretty big one. It's 50 points right off the bat. But again, a lot of this elective is very personal, so I hope it's not too much of a challenge. I think it should take you about 60 to 90 minutes. I'll admit some kids get it done every year in like 30 to 40. I don't know how reflective they are, but they do. And then I do know some kids like fall down the rabbit hole and kind of get crazy with this because they like it. Like I told you on the first day, this is an elective, so people's passion levels are different. So you take it how you want. What you're going to do is you're just going to analyze and explain the impact sports have had on your life to this point. And again, if you are not much of a personal history with sports, don't worry about it. You'll see as I go through it, there's a way to manipulate it to make it work for you. This is going to be a presentation, guys. So don't put it in a Google Doc. Don't answer the questions for me. But you can see all the possibilities here. All right, whatever works for you as far as giving it to me, but I do want images with it, and I do not want it in a document. So slides is obviously the most popular one. As I go through, you'll see it's not like each question is a slide. Please don't do that. Some multiple slides for some of these questions, right? And then you can see the other options, okay? Here's our schedule. I try and throw a schedule on the larger things for you. So today is this, Friday's here, and then it's going to be due Monday at the start of class. I do reserve the right to change my mind based on what happens tomorrow, but I think we should pace just fine whether you're, and I know you guys are sitting at home, but you should be able to pace just fine with that. One thing I will let you know is there's going to be a video embedded later today. I'm going to give you a live video because I present my sports history to class, the kids that are in class, cohort A, and I want you to see that to get it's a good example to give you a path to go down. So make sure you watch that video later. All right. Here you go. As I told you guys, I'm pretty clear on my expectations. Here's the point values for each question, and here's what I'm looking for in each one. I'm not going to go through every single one. A couple just highlights, I guess, for each thing. Your sports Mount Rushmore, if you don't know, Mount Rushmore has one person's opinion of our 4 greatest presidents etched on there, and it's sort of a term used oftentimes for people's favorites. You cannot say like a team is on your sports Rushmore. So if you're like a huge Red Sox fan, don't be like the Red Sox. But you could do a team, so you could pick a year, a certain season. Okay? Guys, tell me why you selected your 4 Mount Rushmore people. Most kids just throw up an image and they think they're done. Please tell me why. And again, as you can tell, you can either say that, this could be a presentation, you're verbally saying it, or you're typing it into a slide. Okay? Sports bucket list, the expression bucket list, things you'd like to do while you're living, all right? Before you kick the bucket is the expression. I want 5 experiences for you there, like 5 sports-related things. They don't have to be like going to something. They could be accomplishments. Like a lot of kids say like they'd love to run a marathon. Some kids say they'd love to make varsity hockey. Some kids, they'd like to be all league. I'd like to play in college. A lot of kids often say like, I hope I'm involved in my kids, coaching my kids later on in life. Little league, that stuff, okay? Your future in sports can kind of go with your bucket list. These things can repeat at times. It's just, this is you being honest. Some of you, this is going to be quick if you don't think you have a future in sports. But do think near and long. Again, think about your high school career. And then, again, maybe you'll be like me one day and be coaching high school sports or something even better. Impact of sports on me. This is the big one. On most assignments, guys, I will tell you what the big one is. I'm looking at these 5 pointers real quick, but I am staring at these slides. I'm really listening to this one, okay? Bottom line, how has sports influenced your life, positive or negative? Please use examples. Again, even if you don't play much, you're going to see when I get into it down below, you're going to have some chances. And then final 5 points is just, is your presentation neat, orderly, like not distracting to me? In years past, kids would present. So honors kids would stand up in front of the room, present, but we're not doing that this year. As you can see here, guys, these are a ton of tips. For general ones, these are like just in general, and then down here for each unit. I just really want to speak to you guys that don't feel like you have your own personal playing history. I'm willing to bet you've been a fan, whether you've watched it on TV or you've seen a cousin or a sibling play. Okay, think about that. Also think about what is a sport. Dance is a sport to me, and we'll get into that in class today, but like dance is a sport. Really any physical activity, like hiking is a sport, all right? So I'm fine with that. If you want to get into what people would call activities, I'm totally fine if you want to throw that in as a sport. So keep that in mind for you guys that might not play an organized team sport. If you're not on the basketball team, but every Saturday you and your family go rock climbing. Like that, trust me, that works. Okay? And there you go. This is all on your agenda. The assignment itself, this is the assignment itself. It's in the agenda, and it's also in Google Classroom. I hope that doesn't get repetitive, but I need to have it on Google Classroom for a place for you to turn in your assignment. All right. Again, let me know how this went. First, Screencastify. See ya.